attached to it. This link takes me to the syllabus. Okay, and then we have the syllabus right here. Okay. Also, apart from the announcement, there are facilities to control. There are facilities to control the setting. Okay, when you have any quiz, if you don't want one of your students is not in class, and actually you want your student to do the exam online, you can actually disable one of the students from writing the quiz. That's a way you can do that, which we call, I think we call that, that name skip my head. So, there are too many things I want to say. Okay, course administration. Here, you can import, if you have, you can build question bank, like a multiple choice question, and create them to what? Drag and drop, essay type, multiple choice. I use multiple choice a lot. Okay, it's a lot easier, and it's automatically graded. You can set true or false question with that, and then you can import. If you taught last year, like maybe 2022, and you are teaching the same course, you can use the import function and import, like these are the one I've taught. I may decide to import this, like for differential equation last semester. I can import ODE, say continue, and then jump to final, but I don't want to do that now. So you could do many things, but first and foremost, you want to make sure that in your, as an instructor, a professor, you want to make sure so you want to make sure these things are in your Moodle space or Canvas space or Blackboard, whatever you're using. Announcement is very important. But we have to do it as a faculty in the United States because they do faculty evaluation every semester. So you've got to prove yourself. Otherwise, the school and the student, they will give you bad rating. So announcement, course menu, and navigation. You have to provide information on how your student can contact you. And you have to create a discussion forum so that your student can share minds together. The grading book is very important. This is where you set up the percentage, maybe 15% for your assignment, 15% for class participation, 30% for the final, 20% for the project. You set those weights in the modules, and the module shells will do that computation automatically for you. Tests and quizzes, email communication, and collaboration tools. Okay, I think, and if you, as a professor, don't know how to use it much, the universities will have a dedicated staff that are dedicated to knowledge in this area. You can go to them, then they will put you, they will put you through some things. Okay, like I said, because of time, I have to just to rush this presentation and book my class in another 10 minutes. So this is where I will stop. I can send the PowerPoint to the moderator. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hezekiah, you have 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I said this is where I will stop because I'm really in a rush.
Yeah, so thank you very much. I and you share the same attribute. I don't really like doing things under pressure. I like to take time and do my things. But we truly appreciate your commitment and time. And what you say is something that I think we need to really take very serious. And I can share with you, from what we are doing in my university, we are doing similar to what you are doing. And it's important if we begin to build capacity around digital competence, not just digital literacy. And most of the tools Hezekiah demonstrated to us are free tools. I mean, I know apart from Blackboard, most of the tools are basically free. And I remember about 7 years ago, Blackboard came to us, gave us a free license for almost 2 years. Unfortunately, the adoption rate was very poor then. And we have been using Google Classroom, Google Meet, and Google Suite, and so on and so on for the last 11 years. And I remember whenever Google is putting things, we are usually the first to be put to try the new solution. But we haven't really done much. I think only about 7 or 6% of my colleagues use Google Classroom to teach until after COVID. And when COVID came, we said, sorry, we can't stay at home just sleep and eat and just pray. We just have to move into action. And I can tell you in my institution, all my colleagues, 100%, they can use these tools that you have demonstrated, and specific to also their domain. And if you talk about science, you talk about language, you talk about entrepreneurship, you talk about simulation and modeling. And industries are really, really committed to help university to take this skill acquisition going forward. And colleagues, we truly need to reskill. We must upskill. Sometimes I keep telling my colleagues at my university, we need to deskill. Things that we know, we may need to evaluate that. Is it really good for me? Am I making a better sense from what I have known over the last 30, 40, 70 years? So we truly appreciate your time. We truly appreciate your commitment. And it would be nice if you can share this PowerPoint, probably if you can make it in a live document. Colleagues can click each of the link and we can take it forward. And I shared this story about 3 days ago when I was involved in a capacity development. I said, every year we are getting over $6 million support in kind, not in cash, that have to do with improving teaching and learning. We are working with Petex, is a UK chemical engineering company. They are giving us about 1.9 million pounds software to use for free. We are working with IBM. IBM is very generous. It's very generous, and Oracle is very generous. Microsoft, name it. AutoCAD. We recently had an MOU with AutoCAD, which enable all our staff and students to use practically every tool from AutoCAD as far as it's for educational purpose. Also, colleagues can look at Microsoft, Power BI, and even DreamSpark for education. We can practically access every tool that have to do with Microsoft for free. And if you look at Tableau, I mean, that's one of the new way of doing things, data science, business intelligence. Tableau is very generous. And most of these content providers or service providers, they're not just giving us the platform alone. They are supporting us with a curated video training that we can do it at our free time. And I remember when Professor Charles is talking, he talked about Coursera for education. My institution is privileged to have one-on-one conversation with the CEO of Coursera, and we have started experimenting some of their service offerings. So it would be nice if we can also look towards that. But the key message from these 3 presentations is we need to really engage towards building a better curriculum, and that curriculum must be inclusive. It must meet beyond just the triple helix pillars. We must add the society as part of the curriculum. We must also think about the environment, because our environment is not really safe for now. We need to look at it very well. We also need to think about training. It's one of the key issues. And I share my own personal story. In my university, we set aside 2 hours every Tuesday for capacity development. No lectures, between 2 to 4, just for capacity development. And if you do that, believe me, things can really fly in the right direction. And he also talked about monitoring and evaluation. How do we know students are learning? How do we know students are not cheating? How do we know students are not paying for someone in India, in China, in Brazil to do their assignment? And in my university, we have to set up academic integrity committee. And Turnitin is there for us. Most of the universities are using Turnitin to do a first layer of check to ensure students are not plagiarizing their work. But beyond that, the student can really cheat. They can ask someone to do the assignment, but we have to put them into way through which they can present their work. And that's an area where Mr. Tomitope mentioned, and he spent much time there. Digital transformation, as we're talking about technology, we need to think about the people change. We also need to think about the processes. So thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. The chair, Professor Sodia, do you have anything to add? Or we can take the next presenter. Professor Sodia, do you have anything for us to add? Our executive secretary. Yes, Prof.
Dr. Island. Dr.
Yes,
Island. We can take questions now from participants.
Okay, so please, we have the permission of the president to take questions. Please let us make our questions very short and precise. Just hit the point. I believe Dr. Hezekiah and Professor Charles will be happy to respond to some of our questions. And I observe we have many comments and feedback from the chat menu. Yeah, any question? I think the presenters have done very well. We have no questions for them. Yeah, any question for them? Yeah, I have a question for Dr. Hezekiah if he's still around. Can I ask my question, Hezekiah? Dr. Hezekiah, are you around? I have a question for you. Yeah, I think FUD e-learning, I think Federal University does the e-learning have a question. Admin, can you allow them to have the chance to talk? Their hand is up. FUD e-learning, I think Federal University does it, or Federal University does it, I don't know. We have two FUDs. Admin, can you give them permission to talk?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Amin Jan Abubakar, head of unit, Federal University e-learning center.
Is it Dusama or Duse?
Duse, Jigawa State.
Thank you very much for connecting.
Yes, thank you. Please, my own is not a question, but rather an appreciation to a wonderful presentations from all the presenters. It is very educative and very motivative and encouraging. Please, I have a request from Dr. Hezekiah. If we can have his presentations, not please, can we have?
Yeah, the Computer Society will share the presentation through the email you registered for the forum. Yeah, they will share the PowerPoint and all related documents presented, I think including the video recording.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. So if you have a question, put your hand up so that admin can give you the opportunity to talk. I think Nafi Azumi have a question. Nafi, I think if you are ready, I've asked the admin to unmute you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nafi Azumi from Toshiba Institute of Information Technology, Zaria.
Thank you for connecting.
Yes, I have a request. I don't know if I can get the request.
Go ahead, please.
My request, I'm highly impressed with the presentation so far, but my request is that I don't know if I can get the slide for the presentation, sir.
Yeah, we'll share the slides. We'll share the slide.
Okay, how can I
Yes.
get it, sir?
How did you get the link for the conference? If you registered, they will definitely share the PowerPoint with you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
If you registered online, you got the Zoom meeting link. They will use the email to share the slide with you. Thank you. Maybe what I would suggest the secretary to do to create a tiny URL and just put it up, and probably colleagues can use that to download the slide. So we have 3 more hands up. I think Grace's hand is up for a very long time. We need to do a gender balance. We'll take all questions from ladies. Yeah. I have asked admin to let you talk.
Okay. Can I go ahead? Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I really appreciate this program. I am Mrs. Grace Atieta from Benue State Chapter. I work with the Polytechnic, and that is where my question is coming from. Not just a question, but an appeal. As a lecturer, the computer science department in our school, I can see, we have been having some challenges with learning facilities. And because some of these polytechnics are private owned, they are not being sponsored, like TED Fund support are not given for facilities, equipment to be precise. So I don't know whether NCS as a body can help facilitate this support that the polytechnics seek. Then the other one is, which is more heart-touching. I've gone to other schools, maybe on accreditation purpose, other polytechnics, and discovered that they are still using syllables that have not been reviewed, the curriculum. So it is a passionate appeal with all what we have learned here today. If our organizers can join hands or collaborate with the regulating body for polytechnics, which is the National Board for Technical Education, to see how the syllabus can be reviewed, the curriculum can be reviewed, because some of the things we see there are not supposed to be. Some courses that are being given to other departments or programs to study shouldn't be. There should be something else than what they have there. Of course, I can't itemize all of them, but it's a concern, not just me, but some other persons too. So professional-wise, we should be able to give that advice. Let the MBT ensure that this current
Thank you very much, madam. You are not just taking. I've taken a note for the president, and
okay.
As you said earlier on, the NCS is really working very hard, trying to touch all the key stakeholders. So I've taken this note for the chair. I'm going to share my notes with him after this. But my condolence for the loss of Dr. Yange, please.
Thank you, sir.
And
thank you very much.
Also pass their condolence. We really miss him.
Thank you.
Thank you. So any question, please? Let us make our question just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. Just hit the point. Yeah, any question going forward? Yeah, we have Mohammed. Admin, can you please unmute them? I've seen Prince or Joy or Lucy. Please, admin, let them ask their question, please.
Thank you, sir. Can I speak?
Just 1 minute for the question. Just 1 minute.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Okunye Olusoji. Just to appreciate you for that wonderful lecture. Very insightful. It's a institution around
I think colleagues
now.
don't have a question.
So in my institutions, we are very, we use it a lot. I think it has to be. Hello?
Yes, colleagues, if you just want to appreciate, I will ask you to do that by the chat box.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Please go ahead.
Okay. I said that I just want to appreciate you. The main thing has to do with connectivity, because in this aspect of the country, of the continent, connectivity could be a very big issue. How can we handle that in vis-a-vis most of the institutions that we have in this part of the continent? So that's my question.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think who can respond to this question? I think if the director of ICT is around, is a question for him to respond, because I know he's part of the broadband committee, part of many high-level committee. He has something to say about this. And I think, Chair, you forget to recognize, or you have not observed our grandfather, Dr. Akin. He has been with us since 11 a.m. Thank you very much, Grandpa. Truly appreciate your support all the time. And it would be nice if you can come on board and maybe comment and react to some of the presentations. Dr. Akin. Dr. Akin. Yeah, Mohammed Ali, I can see your hand up. If admin can give you 1 minute, else we just have to round up. Maybe I will transfer the coordination to the president to round it up.
Can I speak, sir? Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Sir, my question is not just the question, but also an observation or suggestion. The issue of, how if you can see, government have made a digital center among various schools across the country. So what I am suggesting is that the government should at least establish a monitoring team that can usually monitor the function of that digital center that was being established by NIDA. So that one will facilitate and improve e-learning across the nation. So this is my suggestion, sir. If I'm listening, or if everyone can hear from me. Thank you, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Rizlan, my brother, how are you? Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Akinfa Punda. I've been online since the beginning. It's good, a very good event. I've benefited. The lecture by VC of Trinity University was so enlightening. I appreciate it very much. I think we all just to go ahead and act. We listen to good lectures all the time, but we don't have products to be launched, to be developed. I think we just need to move from talking to action. It's then that we are really making progress. I appreciate everybody for coming online all this day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Akin. This is Akin for you. I've known Dr. Akin for the last 14 years, and this is his word: let's act. Let's do the talking, but let us also act. I think we need to take this very, very serious. And he's not a person that just talk. I think he's always acting. Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity to interact.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time. Thank you, sir. Mr. President, do you have something to add? I think from the agenda, we have vote of thanks by our Vice Chair, Dr. Surajo Aliyu, if he's online. Can we have the vote of thanks? But I can still see one more hand, one new hand up, Yamusa, and I've seen Ijoma hands. Maybe we can give them one more minute to interact. Ijoma, you have the floor.
Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank NCS, our able president, Professor Sodia, for bringing this up and then giving us such a wonderful time out to learn from such great minds and women of repute in the IT field and other sectors in the society. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I know the network has not been very wonderful. It's been off and on. I am Dr. Mrs. Ijoma Emagi, HOD for Computer Science, Federal Polytechnic, Nekede, and by God's grace, a member of NCS since 2005 and CPN as well. And the headship of these two associations, they've been working very hard to ensure that the aims and objectives of these associations are right on the track, not deviating, and so on. More publicity and more enablements has this regime has actually recorded that. We appreciate you. My question or my comment is in the teaching field. I don't know if somebody has made such a comment before, because of the network that has been going off and on, whether we have had someone that has done something, said something on this. If someone has, forgive me. In our curriculum, I'm in the Polytechnic sector. The MBT takes charge of that. And of course, the NUC takes charge of that for the university, for the curriculum updates and restructuring. I would plead that its review gets more frequent. They are working hard. These bodies are working so hard to make the system, the educational system for IT courses or IT educational areas in the university and polytechnics and co-techs. And it's like to remain almost the same with the foreign schools, to also for our graduates to also be marketable and also remain on the same almost the same pedestal with this youth graduates from other foreign schools. A constant review on the MBT curriculum is very important, that it takes place, and also ensuring that professionals are actually the persons teaching these courses in the system, whether the polytechnic sector or the university sector. There might be cases where you have some combined IT courses, like you could see information technology in library science, information technology in this area or the other area. I don't know how these bodies can ensure that professionals, not certified.
Can you make it just 1 minute, please? Because
yes, I'm rounding up. Yes, I'm rounding up. How can they have these IT professionals or the people teaching these courses ensure that they are the persons teaching it, so that professionalism can be in this thing. Professionalism can be in the teaching, educating our students, so that we can give them the right kind of education and not turn out half-baked students. What do I mean by this? professionals are different from certified IT persons. Somebody went and got certified in Python programming is not a professional. You're a certified person, which is also is on the track of being a professional. But professionalism, we know that is different from certification. In our educational system, the MBT and the NUC should help us ensure that these our students, they do a lot of work. I appreciate them, but they should keep on doing it. Ensure that these our students get the right kind of teaching.
Madam, I have to stop you.
Thank you. I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, any question before we close? I think Dr. Strodo, if you are online, please, you can close the forum. Adekule, are you with the chair? I'm not sure Suraj is online.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello. Just hold on. President want to comment.
Okay, please.
Hold on.
I think we still have about 2 items.
We are still going to take our good messages, and we have a presentation from Junior's organization. So we are going to invite Junior's Innovation Academy now for their presentation.
Okay, Prof. So can I hand over the moderation to you, or you still want me to?
No problem, my DVC. You have tried so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you. So juniors, are they there?
Yes, we are.
So go ahead and make your presentation now. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes it is. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with everyone at the NCS. So I'm Obi Brown. I'm an innovator, an award-winning innovator who have been in the field of education technology for almost 15 years. But in the last 1 year, we started working with what we call, with younger ones, okay, to develop what we call innovation education, not innovation in education now, but innovation education. In other words, many of the things that Prof. Charles was talking about, our vision is to be able to start distilling it to young people, okay, in primary and secondary school, so that they understand the world that they're getting into. They begin to grapple with technology, not as consumers, but as creators.
We can hear him again.
Junior S Innovation Academy.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you go on?
Apologies. All right then. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
We
No,
cannot
not
see
yet.
your screen.
Okay, hold on. Can you see it now?
Yes, go ahead.
Awesome. All right. So apologies for the break there. I was just saying that we are an innovation academy run by a team of innovators, programming specialists, and computing educators with experience in hybrid learning, curriculum design, and virtual coaching. We work in the space with juniors between the ages of 8 and 16. We believe that if we're able to get them to become innovators at that level, then they can transit into the universities with much higher, stronger skills in thinking, okay? Now, we also know that in the fourth industrial revolution comprises of a combination of IoT, digital networks, robotics, AI, and coding or software development. Okay, so we believe that as the world goes forward, we need to be able to have a pipeline where our young ones in mass can begin to contribute to the talent force needed all over the world. We know how much programmers now are even sourced globally. Okay, we have people working in the US, in Germany, as far afield as Asia, because they have been able to develop technical skills. So we innovate, or we have pioneered what we call innovation education, which is a combination of a few skills that we believe are absolutely critical to helping students or younger people begin to get a very strong sense of what it takes to be innovative. And these skills include computational thinking, coding, physical computing, algebraic thinking, and then science, physical science. So at our Innovation Academy, we walk through all of these in different ways, and I'll just take a few slides to show you what we do. This is meant to be an exhibition of what we do. So we have a physical academy that does robotics, and you might see, I don't know if you can hear the audio, but this is, I hope it can play. It should play really. This is one of our sessions where students are working with robots, okay, coding robots to do all kinds of things, all kinds of things. I don't know why it's not playing. It really should play. All right, well, let me move on. Okay. So next slide, we have students who are working on physical computing. Essentially what they're doing is to be able to take microprocessors like the microbit or Arduino and program it in different ways. These are K-12 students. They code it, they program it, they get it to do different kinds of things. It's actually meant to play, and I don't know why it's not playing. But I don't want to take everybody's time. We have here 2 videos where we are doing science. You have a primary 6 student here who is coding a circuit, and he's calculating the resistor he's going to use by himself. He's in primary 6 and he's able to do that. This is our science class. And in another frame, we have students who are running a session in acceleration, in speed and acceleration. And they have written code on a microchip to be able to track the movement of a car. And they're using what we call timing gates so that they can plot an acceleration curve. So for us, this is how we do science. Science is now integrated with coding. It's integrated with digital electronics and other things. I think my network is not allowing me to play these videos, but let's move on. Okay. So at the end of the physical computing class, usually it takes about 8 months. We have what we call an innovation day. The innovation day brings together people from the community and everything we have been doing for the last 8 months, so that students would be able to, so that students would be able to showcase what they have been doing in robotics, physical computing, science, and digital electronics. So that's the physical computing space. Okay. Let's move to the next one. We have a virtual coding academy, and we take students from all over the world. We have students from Australia, from Canada, from Europe, and from Africa. In the Virtual Coding Academy, we're able to work with younger students on something we call computational thinking, a very important skill that helps build up their logic, build up their ability to solve problems, create algorithms, analyze algorithms. All these are meant to be videos played because this was meant to be an exhibition. So in this particular video, we have somebody who has designed what we call a brick game, and he's walking us through his thinking, why he did what he did. It's quite elaborate, but it's a 10-year-old who is using visual coding techniques to create quite interesting games. And we start with that so that by the time we take them into coding, in this case now you have 13-year-olds who are writing MicroPython to program a microchip. We do this online too. We call it the Senior Computing Program. So this is part of our Code Academy, and students from all over the world sign up and we do it together. We also have what we call the Schools Coding Launchpad, where we work with schools. For schools who want to add innovation or add coding to their curriculum, but do not have access to software engineers, because we know software engineers are scattered all over the world. We're able to provide software engineers to train them in coding and computing virtually. And we use an excellent curriculum designed and produced by Microsoft to be able to do that. So again, I wanted to use this slide to show some of the tools we use. This is in Microsoft Teams, and schools have their different teams. We use gamification also to get them to do a lot of work together. And we also find time to showcase, we would also find time to showcase the projects that they build at the end of the day. So this is a slide that shows some of the few things that we're doing with the students. This is a lesson on abstraction where we're getting them, so this is part of computational thinking, where we're getting them to try and understand what variables are and extract the variables needed for a system. All right. The last speaker from Virginia spoke about Replit. We use
Hello, Mr. Obi. Obi Brown, can you check your network? While we are still waiting for Mr. Obi Brown, let's give him some few minutes for him to reconnect. Can we? Okay.
So sorry. I believe I'm having some network issues. Apologies for that. Let me just share my screen. I'm about to wrap up.
Please, can you round off?
Yes,
Toby?
we are. Okay. So this is the latest from us. We are working with a set of expert tutors in science, in senior school science, to bring in over 2,000 students preparing for the WAEC and JAMB season. We call the program Exam Expertise. We have the capacity to be able to take on 2,000 students and deal with them in live evening classes. We hope to be able to ramp this up to 50,000 shortly. And so this, for us, is an example of innovation in education, both from a pedagogical standpoint and from the use of our tools. So, so sorry that the presentation was cut a few times because of internet, but you can go to our website, juniorx.academy, and just see what we do there, the programs we do there, from physical computing to coding, to schools, computing for schools, and to our work with senior school science students. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time.
Okay, thank you very much, Junior X Innovation Academy. So now it's time for the goodwill messages. And I want to call on CPN. Hello? Yes, I want to call on the CPN representative, the registrar himself, who will give the goodwill messages for CPN. Can you enable him? I saw him online. Can you unmute yourself? Mr. Mohammed Bello Aliu. Yes.
Hello, I hope you can hear me now.
Yes.
Hello,
you.
my
Go ahead.
PSR. Hello. Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, we
Thank
can
you
hear
very
you.
much. Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'm here on behalf of my president and chairman of council, a Computer Professional Registration Council of Nigeria. Just like you said, I'm Mohammed Bello Aliu, currently the registrar secretary to council. Permit me to read my president's goodwill message. The President, Nigerian Computer Society, President Adeshina Simon Sodia, Deputy President, Nigerian Computer Society, Dr. Muhammad Siraja Aliu, past President, past Chairman of Council here present, members of NEC of the Nigerian Computer Society here present, the Executive Secretary, NCS, Mr. Segun Adekunle, distinguished IT professionals, invited guests and speakers, gentlemen of the press. I feel honored to be part of this landmark event, which is the Technology Enhanced Learning Computing Education Forum. It is heartwarming for me that the Nigerian Computer Society, NCS, is leading from the front and is indeed living to its billing as the foremost umbrella body for IT practitioners in Nigeria. One of the fundamental components of the United Nations Sustainable Development 2030 Agenda is quality education. It aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education for all. Digital technologies have emerged as an essential tool to achieve this goal. Technology-enhanced learning refers to any technology that enhances the learning experience. The term can be used to describe both analog and digital technologies, but more recently, we see that digital technology-enhanced learning, TEL, is taking over education in the form of different types of educational softwares. Technology provides students with easy to access information, accelerated learning, and fun opportunities to practice what they learn. It enables students to explore new subjects and deepen their understanding of different difficult concepts, particularly in STEM. The use of technology during whole class instruction can foster student engagement for auditory and visual learners. Integrating simple technology, PowerPoint, games, internet, home assignments, or online grading system can be difference makers in student growth in classroom today. CPN commends the Nigerian Computer Society, NCS, for providing a sustainable national forum that engages industry, government, lawmakers, the academia, civil society, and all stakeholders in a strategic national debate on every matter that can advance the use of IT and beat back the frontiers of knowledge. We feel proud to be part of the giant strides and impacts that the NCS is making as an advocacy group that is committed to achieving sustainable development in Nigeria. We commend the Nigerian Computer Society for its consistency over the years, for all that is doing in the advancement and promotion of computing, information technology, and practice for the benefit of all. The Nigerian Computer Society, NCS, is assured of CPN unalloyed and continuous support at all times. Thank you for your attention, and God bless you all. Kole Jagun, fellow Nigerian Computer Society, President and Chairman of Council, CPN. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you for the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to, thank you very much. I want to call on other goodwill message from, if we have a representative from NIDA, if there is any representative from NIDA, can you just signify by writing on the chat message, or you raise up your hand? Any representative from NIDA? If there is none, any representative from UBEC, Universal Basic Education Commission, representative from National Board of Technical Education, any representative from National Commission for College of Education? Okay, Mr. John Adeaga, are you representing which of the, can you unmute yourself? Let's hear your goodwill message. Okay, if we can't hear from Mr. John Adeaga. Then is there any representative from the Teacher Registration Councils of Nigeria? Committees of Vice Chancellors? NACOS? Any of our interest groups? If there is any of our interest group on the active, well, okay, we can't continue to be waiting. Then I want to know if my deputy president is available, if he's online. Still, we can't hear you, Mr. John Adeaga. Your mic is not active. Okay, you are our member. I know you are one of our prominent members. So if we can't hear you, you can write your message on the chat box. I want to call on Deputy President to give his closing remark. If it's not available, then I'll still call on the president to give vote of thanks. Thank you.
Okay, we thank Almighty God for bringing us to the end of the event. But before we finally round up, I'm going to invite Mr. Enoch, the data analyst of NCS, to come and speak on one collaboration we are having with IEEE. I'm only going to give him maybe about 3 minutes to speak on that collaboration. Mr. Enoch, over to you.
Sir. Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, ma. I'm here to introduce us to an opportunity concerning the e-learning so IEEE has instituted an e-learning platform called IEEE Continue ED platform. It is an excellent opportunity for electronic industries to stay current with the latest technological developments and advancements. The platform offers a wide range of tech experts from the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE, United States. Okay, so this platform offers a wide range of technical courses, and it ensures that the content is of the highest quality and is relevant to the current industry needs. So the platform is an excellent opportunity for professionals to enhance their skills and stay competitive in a rapidly changing industry. So now the course platform covers up to 20 courses actually are covered on this platform. It includes blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, 5G technology, smart grid, introduction to IEEE standard and modernizing the smart grid, IEEE introduction to edge computing, and many others. So interested members are expected to kindly indicate their interests, of course, by communicating to us here in the secretariat. So now we are to provide our names, designation, organizations, office address, and emails. However, we would endeavor to reach out to everyone who has participated on this meeting, this second Technology and Enhanced Learning Computing Education Forum. So we reach out to us through our email. So kindly present your names, designation, organization, office address.
Thank you, Mr. Enoch, for that beautiful and innovative message. I want to call on Mr. Ani Agassi, because I see him raising up his hand, but your mic is still Nigerian Computer Society President to take his vote of thanks. Thank you.
How many participants do we still have with us now? About 145. Out of about over 300 that joined this platform. We want to thank all of you, especially those of you that have stayed up to this time. Well, a major recommendation from this forum is that we might be having this forum twice in a year. So we should be expecting to have another one, better, bigger, and more impactful than this one, maybe towards the second half of this year. So we thank all of you, and we continue to play our role as Nigerian Computer Society. I want to use this opportunity to also invite people that are yet to join Nigerian Computer Society. Nigerian Computer Society is full of us that has anything to do with IT. So you must come and belong. You know, this is the first and foremost IT professional body in Nigeria. So we expect all of you to be part of what you are doing, contribute your quota towards development of IT in this country. I want to thank our elders that have joined this meeting. I think I've cited past President Tunde Ezichie. He has always been with us in anything we do, and we appreciate him for joining this meeting. Well, past President Ezichie, we want to say hello to us, sir, before we close the meeting. Past President Ezichie. Okay. And also, I've also cited Provost College of Fellows. If I've seen them earlier, we will have invited them to say something to us, but it's not too late now. I want to invite the Provost College of Fellows, Mr. Ibrahim Tise, to say hello to us and possibly some words of advice before we formally close this event. Provost, sir. Provost College of Fellows. Meet yourself, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, I just stopped by the road now. I have been on since the beginning up to now in the comfort of my car, driving between Jos and here. And thank God for the network connectivity. And the papers that were presented are actually core professional courses, and I have learned a lot. And the attendance of this meeting has shown that NCS has come of age and is reaching out very successfully. And I want to say well done to the president for such effort. I wish him more of such as he progresses the association, the society. Thank you very much. I am just driving, but I have listened to everything. Thank you very much, and thank you for technology.
Thank you so much, sir, for staying with us from the beginning till the end, every time.
Yes. Thank you very
so
much.
much. I wonder why you are driving yourself. You
No, I
have
enjoy it.
invited your president to come and.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have safe trip to your destination, sir.
Thank you, and well done.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm not going to conclude the closing remark without inviting a member of NEC that has just come in now. I'm going to request him to close, help me to finally close my closing remark. Dr. Koye, please, you have come in, please help me to close the closing remark that I've started before you came in. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my president. Honestly, I really appreciate the elders of the profession that have been around with us from the beginning, and especially also the different speakers of today. I've been online since 11. So, and actually most of the lectures that were delivered today, they are on point, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate all the participants that have taken their time from the beginning. I think we are almost close to 300 in the morning. And you can agree with me that it has been a very eventful and very insightful and very informative, today's forum. Most of these lectures that were given today, you will know that it is apt because it has been the order of the day. It has been a mode, elements has come to stay. It has been a very good way of the lecture delivery. Just I asked Dr. Babatunde the other time, one of the challenges we still have is the area of the connectivity in some areas, but despite the fact of that, it has been so wonderful. So I thank my president and all the members of NEC who has put this one together, and especially thank all the secretariat for their assiduous work, and most especially the executive secretary. I sincerely thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you. The event is declared closed. Thank you all. Certificates of participation will be sent to everybody. Thank you very much.
Waccan matar, maman Alibcan lokacin da za mu ba, an kai ta nake saya fa abin da na riga mu daga wancan na fara da kina wannan kwakwa. Ina ga yin gabi da ba ku kofa kola. To ta bi da ba kola da rai ni wancan sun yi da
Oh, I don't eventually open my mic, eh? Okay. Oh. I raised up my hand for a very long time. Nobody asked me to talk. Now it is over, eh?
You can talk now.
We're talking now when it is over.
It's over
until it's over.
I've been here since morning, since the beginning. I enjoyed everything that has been discussed today. I'm so impressed by the people.
Prince, we are so sorry.
I'm so impressed by the people that presented today, honestly. I was wanting to lay emphasis on this network problem, but when the boy asked the question, I wanted to respond when Ajijola was not there, but well, everybody has gone, so there's no need. At least maybe some other time we'll be able to attend to them effectively. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, sir. We have heard your voice now. You have talked. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, NCS.
I also ask that next time you try to be more inclusive. All your speakers were men. I'm sure there are women doing things in IT as well. So let's try to bring them in.
Women.
Encourage others. Yes. We need to be sensitive to these things.
Madam, you remind me of what my father used to say.
Which is?
He used to say that the women, they are the same women, when they were fighting the civil war, where were they?
Where were they? The men that left the house, with the children left alone.
Oh. Don't worry. Next time they will give you.
So it's just about being sensitive to the needs. Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been a lot colorful, a lot more colorful.
Thank you very much. Okay, God
Let us
bless.
send a reminder to the president about your observation, ma'am.
All right, no problem. Well done. See you next time. God bless.
Thank you. And I think the recordings will go a long way. Appreciated to participants, because we can watch again and again and again. The program was